Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. I hope everyone is I'm glad everyone could make it for this the funeral. Since it's the death of Shaheen. It was a good run, he was a good man. Never tried to hurt anybody for the most part. He was a good dude. But yeah, today we'll be talking about why they fucked him, bro. Why Shaheen got fucking dicked, bro. Why he got fucking molested, bro. So yeah, let's get into it, man. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the top 5 nerfs and the top 5 buffs that Shaheen got in season 2. Big patch, man. The big fucking balance patch, dude. Big fucking update. So yeah, let's start with the nerfs, man. Let's just start with the bad shit and then we'll get into the good shit, because you know we don't want all of this to be doom and gloom. So in my opinion, the biggest nerf that Shaheen got in season 2 was this string, 4-1. Now this is an iconic Shaheen string. Let me just turn this off real quick. Where is it? Just want to turn this off quickly. My attack info. Command history. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 4-1. This string right here. I read the notes and it fucking destroyed me, bro. So let's just talk about 4-1 or the 4. Shaheen's Magic 4 in general. So Shaheen's Magic 4 used to be one of the best in the game. This string, one of the best counter hit strings in the entire game. You know, you get a combo like this, you do whatever, like you do some combo along the lines of this, you know, into whatever, and then you do like a combo, yeah. What they've done, instead of this being like, you know, it's 11 frames, the whole thing's 11 frames, but what they've done is, see the second hit? The second hit, that elbow he does, is now 2 frames slower, meaning that it becomes so much easier for an opponent to, you know, do this shit to you. This is gonna happen to you all fucking day now, bro. Oh, look at the damage, bro. Look at the fucking damage. Did you just see what fucking happened to Shaheen? He got fucking molested, bro. So 4-1 now. 4-1 is now slower. Not just that, you know his 4, this move here, is now -10. This is -10 now. It used to be safe, bro. It used to be like -9. Now it's -10. And get this right, Shaheen used to be able to get a combo like this, kind of like this. He used to be able to get this, that down back 2, this into the stealth step. This used to be a legit combo. Now because this move, standing 4, is -10, this comes out 1 frame slower, so now you can't get the combo. So now you're stuck doing this shittier version of his legit combo. And oh bro, it does my head in. Like 4-1, it wasn't even that bad of a string. It's like a Shaheen player's bread and butter. Their most used move, and they fucked it. So Shaheen pretty much lost one of his best moves. He didn't lose it, but now this is like... I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, and if you might not notice it. If you don't play Shaheen, you probably don't notice this. But as a Shaheen player, this is a big fucking deal. Moving on. The next nerf that Shaheen got, another one that fucking does my head in, bro, is down back 2. This move here. So this move, down back 2, this is a move you can use to enter stealth step, and also the first hit of his hit confirmable down back 2-1 string. Really powerful knockdown string. And also the start of his rage drive. You know, this, which is fucking sick. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up, this move here, before, in season 1, this move was like -5 or -6 on block, and it was like +5 or 6 on hit. You know what the fuck they've done to this move now? This move by itself is -10 on block and only like +1 on a hit. Like, see how quickly both characters recover. They recover almost at the same time. So this move, something I would do before, like look at the range. This move has a fair amount of range, yeah? It'll hit from like here, or almost about there. Let's say here. Okay, it's close. You get the idea. It has good range, so you could use this to like close the distance, cancel into stealth step, and now you're right in front of your opponent. But now, you can't really do this since the move's fucking punishable. It's -10. Like, imagine you're up against Kazuya and you try to close the distance on him. He blocks this 1-1-2 in your face. Come on, bro. And now that makes even this more of a risk, you know, a strat that a lot of Shaheen players do, including myself, we used to do. We kind of do this, you know, we sidestep, like this, while we're in rage, you know, and then once we think, okay, we're going to hit, boom, confirm to the rage drive, yeah, and get a sick combo. We can't do that now, since this is -10. Like, what the fuck? Like, let me just demonstrate. Let's get Shaheen to do it, and then we'll just punish him for it. Come on, get up, Shaheen. Are you serious, fam? Like, fucking hell. That's dirty. That's really fucking dirty. Oh, I'll keep this up there. Go, do it, Shaheen. That's fucked, bro. That's really fucked up. I can't believe I did that. So now, like, and now you think, oh, why don't you just finish the rage drive string, bro? Why don't you just finish it? Because, like, since it's punishable, we might as well just fucking do it. Now, this is what's gonna happen to you, bro. I'll show you. So we get to do his rage drive. This is what's happening. You commit to the string, boom, you're dead anyway. So, like, either way, this... Oh, fuck, sorry. This... You can't use this as a poke anymore. It's -10. What the fuck, bro? Another one of Shaheen's big moves. Like, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. I know, like, you know, people who don't play Shaheen probably don't think this is a big deal. This is a big deal, man. Like, I think it's fucked what they've done to him. Alright, moving on. And I was going in order from, like, the biggest nerf to, like, the worst nerf. The not as bad nerf. Next nerf, I think we should touch on is down back 3-4. Let's just turn off rage on both characters. So down back 3-4 is this move. This was Shaheen's main, like, let's say, Shaheen's main wall carry option. So you do something like this, yeah, to, like, get to the wall. What they've done to this is they've reduced the damage from the last hit. The last hit used to do 30 damage. It only does 23 now. 23. What the fuck? For this combo, well, I'm gonna do it now. Boom, boom, boom. It would look something like that, yeah? Used to do something like 64 damage, now does 60 damage. Like, it's just unnecessary. It's an unnecessary nerf. There's no need for it. Another nerf that I feel is worth mentioning is down 3. This move. It got buffed in a way, but it got nerfed as well. And I just want to talk about it because I think I don't like what they've done to it, really. For one particular reason. So this move, like, by itself before, used to be -3 on hit and -17 on block, which sounds pretty fucking bad. But if you cancelled it into stealth step, like this, and then went to down back, you cancelled the stealth step, the move became like -13, I believe, and it was +3 on hit. So this, like, doing this was like a really safe option before. So what they've done now, it's 0, I think it's 0 on hit, just normally like this. I believe it's still +3 if you cancel it into stealth step, but what they've done is, now, if you try to cancel the stealth step into full crouch like this, you do it 2 frames slower. So essentially, the plus frames you get from this connecting become meaningless. Because before you could do boom boom into, you know, this sort of thing, you know, this kind of a slide mix up, it's like instantly. But now because it comes out 2 frames slower, your opponent can just boom, down forward 1, you out of it, or like you can just sidestep down forward 1, sidestep hop kick, whatever. So, like, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. And the last nerf I want to discuss quickly is Shaheen's hop kick. So, thing with the hop kick, it's not the range. The range hasn't been nerfed. No, the range is still fine. It's recovery. So if you whiff the hop kick now, like this, as you might notice it, I don't know if you can visually see it, but I can feel it. The hop kick recovers 2 frames slower. It was mentioned in the patch notes. The hop kick recovers 2 frames slower. So now, if you whiff it from like here, your opponent is gonna have a much easier time with punishing you. Even from like here, he'll just run up, knock you down. So yeah. So those are his nerfs, man. I don't really like it, man. Like this move and this are, I think it's a big deal because, like, they're Shaheen's bread and butter. Like, these are 2 of his most important moves, and you did not need to touch them. It's not like these moves were overly oppressive. Like, these aren't like particularly strong moves. Not at all. Well, I don't know what the fuck they've done, bro. Like, it's... Anyway, let's get onto the better stuff. Let's get onto the buffs that Shaheen got. And this should be a bit better. Hopefully we can end this on a better note. So we'll go from the smallest buff to the biggest buff, in my opinion. So this the buff that Shaheen got was his 1-2-2 string. This string here, it does, yeah, the last hit now does 17 damage rather than like 13, I think it did before, and it's highly delayable now. You can see you can really delay the last hit, because on counter hit you get a full combo like this. This is really good. Before you could only go like that, like it wasn't very delayable at all, but now the last hit is very delayable, which I think is pretty good. It's a good buff for him. I think this is going to catch a lot of people, because so many people are used to just this, you know, the 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and then you stick on the 2 at the end. I think it's a good buff, and I think it's minus 12 now rather than minus 13. So, you know, nice little buff. I'm a fan of it. Next buff I want to discuss quickly as well is Shaheen's new 10 frame Punisher. So Shaheen used to only get 1-2, 16 damage. You know, it's probably a bit below average, but what can you do? Now Shaheen has a new 10 frame Punisher in 2-3, this move here. And you can see the damage has gone from 16 to 28. And you can cancel into stealth step by holding down forward after. And you can go into a stealth step mix up, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good. You can do, you know, stealth step 2, you know, go to stealth step 4. You can go for a cheeky grab if you wanted to. You could, if you think they're going to press buttons, go for a high powered launcher. So I think it's pretty, dude, this is a decent buff, you know, I gotta say. I'm a fan of it. I think as a Shaheen player who struggled with, you know, 10 frame punishment, I think this is pretty good. And this pretty much replaces 4-1 as your 11 frame Punisher, since they do the same amount of damage, except this one's quicker and you get a mix up straight away. So yeah. Next buff I want to talk about quickly is, what should I talk about first? Let's just talk about Stealth Step overhaul. So Stealth Step before, it was it was only really a stance that you would use in combos, you know, to extend your combos or like whatever. You would never really like, say, do this into this move, this into this or whatever. What they've done with Stealth Step is after you enter it, moves come out 1 frame quicker, which might not sound like a big deal, but it's a pretty big deal, you know. Being able to like mix your opponent up just a little bit quicker will make a big difference in a match, especially when you come in with plus frames, you know, exercising a lot of these options that Shaheen has with the extra frame under your belt. Again, doesn't sound like much. As a Shaheen player, I like this. This is good. This is really nice. And another notable buff is that Shaheen's Stealth Step 2, this move here, which is usually used in combos, or was only exclusively used in combos, is now safe. It used to be minus 13, which you could get, you know, like a meaty punish against it. It's now safe, which is decent. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so let's talk about Shaheen's new move. So Shaheen has gotten a considerably, I wouldn't say considerably, I think it's a decent move. He has a while running move now. This move, while running 2. Yeah, as I was saying, Shaheen's got a new move. He's got while running 2. This move here. Now, I'm not quite sure how I feel about it right now. Let's get, let's set this other Shaheen to block, just stand guard. So this move is like Shaheen's plus frame move now. Shaheen used to only really have back 3 as his plus frame move. It gave you +1 on block, which is pretty good. You could set up 4-1, you could, you know, sidestep into a whiff punish, something like that. But now he has forward 2, this move, which is okay. From what I tested earlier, it gives you +4 on block, which is okay. You know, you'll be able to counter hit. Actually, no, you can't counter hit with that. You'll be able to catch people with, you know, forward 2, 3. Let's see, what else can you do? Sidestep into a hop kick. maybe like backdash into an orbital. I don't know. You get decent plus frames to work with. And it's also his new wall bounce move. Actually, I should just go to the wall. Yeah, here we go. So since Tekken has a new wall bounce mechanic, this is what it looks like. Something like that. And then you get a follow-up along the lines of this, I believe. It's just... something like that. Off of the wall bounce, which is okay. I don't mind it. My only problems with this while running move are that it's quite slow. Like, if you see the animation, he kind of like charges it up, it seems. It's quite linear. Like, let's get the other Shaheen to do it quickly. Come on, get a bit of space. Alright. Like, as you can see, it's like, it's not particularly hard to like sidestep or sidewalk this move at all. Like, I'm pretty much like, he's going right through me. So yeah, like, it's quite linear, but a lot of running moves are linear. But this one just seems a bit slower. I don't know, I'm not a fan of it really. I don't see myself really using this, and it only does 20 damage. It's not like a Cloudy Rain 2 which does like 30 and gives you like Starburst and shit. I don't know when you're really going to be using this. Like, if you can do it instantly, you know, from like from this distance maybe, it might be useful. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. That's just my take on it. And now I think moving on to Shaheen's probably his biggest buff, and that is his forward 2-3, his 12 frame Punisher. Now I think this is a pretty considerable buff from my experience as a Shaheen player. So this move, forward 2-3, now gives this awesome knockdown. It used to only give you considerable plus frames, but your opponent would remain standing. But now, with this knockdown, you can get a guaranteed back 4, you get guaranteed down forward 3, you get decent follow-ups. So I think this gives you like, I think both options give you 48 damage, yeah. So if this connects, you get 48 damage, as long as your opponent doesn't back roll. So let's get the Shaheen to do it to me quickly. Alright. Oops, yeah, so if you back roll, you can escape this. But if you don't back roll, you cop 48 damage just for being a retard, which is really good. So forward 2-3, this makes this a very viable 12 frame Punisher. Before, you would just use 4-1 and then go for like a grab mix up with a low, sidestep into an orbital, whatever, you know, you catch my drift. But with forward 2-3 now with a big knockdown, this is really nice, and I believe it wall splats as well now. Let's check quickly. Yeah, you get heavy wall splat. So yeah, forward 2-3, I feel like this got buffed considerably, which I think, you know, will help a lot of Shaheen players. Will help me. You know, 48 damage, man, when you need it, that's good. That's some good shit. And against the wall splatting, your opponent can't throw out a panic move. He has to play safe, you know what I mean? So I think that's everything I wanted to cover. I think for the most part, Shaheen, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy, you know, he has a new move. He has, you know, while running 2, this is okay. Forward 2-3 is nice. You know, you get a delayable jab string, you get 10 frame Punisher, which is nice. Stealth step is quicker. That's cool. But if you look at what some other characters have been getting, like Lars, Law, Lee, these characters are getting fucking roided up, bro. And like Steve's new rage drive's got me fucking screaming, bro. That shit's so nasty, dude. Shaheen is kind of like the character that's getting left behind. I feel like he's getting dick, bro. I feel like he's just... They're kind of like, oh yeah, Shaheen, he didn't really cause that much trouble in Season 1. He's not many people have an issue with him. Let's just like tinker with him a little bit and like fuck him up. Nah, they didn't really do that. Like, okay, in all honesty, Shaheen, I'm decently happy with the buffs. Like, if there was a buff I would have liked him to get, it'd be to make his armor move actually useful. Like, this one is fucking useless, bro. Yeah, you can get a forward back forward. Oh, hold on a second. Pretty sure you can get it back forward. Oh, what's that though? Yeah, if your opponent doesn't tech roll or do shit after getting hit by this, yeah, you get a guaranteed back four. But this move is a high, and it's just you wouldn't use this. This move is it's just shit. If you made this a mid, like a Law's like Dragon Cannon, make this a mid but like minus, I don't know, minus 13, minus 14 on block, I would take that, and I would start using this move. But right now, I don't fucking use this move. Because it's trash, bro. This move, probably, you'd give this an actual counter hit launcher. Because like right now, you gotta do some like real like bullshit. I don't know, let's see if I can land it. Oh shit, here we go. Oh shit, here we go. Oh my god. Alright, just get it once, man. Just get it once. Wow. Come on, Shaheen. You had to do some real weird sidestep bullshit to get a combo for this before. Alright, you still have to. If you made this like, you could get like a legit combo off of it. Like say you had to do like a down forward 1 or like a down 2 and pick them up and get a full combo. That would be a mad buff, man. Because right now all you get is this, guaranteed. Really, without doing some weird sidestep bullshit. And that's 41 damage, like come on, man. Another buff Shaheen probably could have gotten was like back 3. Make this like plus 3 on block. Come on. Plus 1. What are we going to do with plus 1? You only get like, I don't know, man. I feel like Shaheen got dick. I feel like he was a rort, bro. Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm not dropping him just yet. Like I've seen no one really playing Shaheen. No one has an intention of playing this character. So I'm thinking I might be that guy, you know, that guy to fly the Shaheen flag and keep him viable. Show people that he's not C tier trash like he is right now. I think Shaheen might actually be one of the weakest characters in the game now. But you know what? We'll try our best. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope this has, you know, given you an idea of my thoughts on Shaheen and how I see him performing going forward. He's going to get fucking dicked. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope everyone's enjoying Season 2. New content will be on the way soon. I'm going to try and learn a bit more about the new characters. And once I have a good idea, I'm going to jump back online and get some more matches for you. So yeah, catch everyone soon.